Hello there, survivors. Welcome back to another episode of Svartalfheim. And today I'm continuing my biggest build I've ever done on the top of this mountain. It's going to be a giant castle. Last time we already built the main courtyard and the grand hall, but there's much more to come. And we'll have some big additions and some planning in this video with some pretty cool new builds. Well, hello there. Meet Arcane. I brought him over. This was a present from Arcane on my community server, and since that links up with where I play my Svartalfheim series, I decided, you know what, I'll bring it over. This is an ARK. I definitely want to try and tame one at some point as well. I've got them on the server, obviously, so we'll probably try that, but you know, it's pretty cool dino, so I just decided let's just bring it over so I'll actually properly use it. Now we'll just have to get it home. I don't really think that's going to be a problem because this beast is very strong. We should be able to take care of anything that we find with relative ease. So we also got this stomp, which is super strong as well. So yeah, I don't think we'll run into too much trouble, but I mean, you never know. We do live in an area where we have a lot of those paleorexes spawning and stuff like that, so there's definitely some danger here, but yeah, we should be good. I don't think there's anything that's going to give us too much trouble. But yeah, look at this guy. These guys look amazing. And now with the new news that some of these ARK edition creatures are actually coming to the proper game, I can't wait for that. I really hope they eventually also bring over all of them, actually, because I think they're really good and they definitely deserve their spot in the normal game. But yeah, we're getting two, I think, to start with. I actually hope the Acro might be one of them. But yeah, we'll see. I think we actually might be good. It doesn't seem to be any Rexes here today. Normally they are here, or at least quite often they are, so we'll take that. We can just take a nice easy way home, actually approach my base from the proper direction. We can see the castle there already sticking out on top of the mountain, and we got the main gate here with our dinos welcoming us home. So yeah, let's enter the base, and actually let's give a little bit of an update because I've been working on the castle expansion and my plans, and I just want to show you what I am planning on so you can see how big this thing will actually be eventually. Let's get started with the part that we've already built up. So let's go over here. I don't think you'll fit inside, so I'm just gonna leave you here for now, Arcane. But thanks for the ride. Yeah, of course, I built this in the last episode. We got the courtyard right here. Very nice, looking out as well over the big gap we have here in the mountain. And you can see a little bit of the preparations I'm making over there. So there's actually two new ways. Yeah, and you know, we'll follow this way. I've made a little passageway here where we can basically be on the side of the building right here. Originally, I was going to make a bridge spanning over the gap, but for some reason it wouldn't allow me to do it. And even if I pillared all the way down, it still said no foundation support. So I think this might be a too big of a gap, like it's too deep to actually have support all the way to the top. So instead I decided to do the little bridge over here, so it's just on the edge of the gap, but you can still appreciate the view here of all the building, and especially this angle walking up to the build looks really nice. But as you can probably see, there's some big extensions coming to the castle as well. So the stairs will go down here into another little like square shape with an internal courtyard as well. I haven't finished building this, obviously. This is just me planning it out and placing down a bunch of these arches because they're just really cool. I don't know if this will stay in the final design. I just was planning it out a little bit, but yeah, this is one of the extensions, and then it's actually gonna extend further down here as well. I'm pretty much gonna build all the way around the opening in the mountain. But yeah, so that was the bridge where we came from. Then here there's another passage to go up. We got this little hallway, and then we get to the big tower. And this is the proper big tower. This is a very big circle that I'll have to build up. I think I might have gone slightly too big. I'm afraid it's not going to be possible to actually make this look good in ARK. So we'll see once we get to the top of this thing if I'm actually able to do it all, if I can actually make a roof on this that looks somewhat decent. We'll see. I'll probably just test first how high I can still go, because of course I'm already pretty high up in the map. If you look at the map, I'm definitely high up there. So I'm just gonna first test how much higher I have to go, if I can actually do anything with that height and make a nice design. Otherwise I might just remove like 2 or maybe even more from this tower to make it all fit in with everything else. But yeah, kind of happy with the way we managed to line this all up, and especially with these walkways everywhere. It's going to be really cool once the whole castle is finally done. Then over here you can also go back into the main hall that we have over here. I finished up the back of this wall as well. Just some more arches and just filling in the wall basically was all there was left to do. So one of these windows is now a passageway to the next tower. But yeah, that's totally fine, I think. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the castle. So I'll probably be working on it and giving you a little bit more of a progress update, a build update later on in the episode as well. For now, we have a new friend. We have Arcane. We already had Grape, the Gigantoraptor from my community server, from someone that gave it to me. And now we also have the Acro as well, which is such a cool looking dino. Really happy with this one, and we're gonna have some fun with this for sure. But eventually we'll definitely go ahead and try and tame one ourselves as well, because I haven't done that yet, and I definitely want to give that a go because it's a really exciting process to try and do yourself. Okay, so I have been working on the castle base here on Svartalfheim, and that's a big boy right there. There is a very big addition. It's nowhere near finished. It's just a shell basically. I need to start adding loads of details, but just so you can get an idea of the intense scale of this build, I wanted to show you what I have so far. I've done a bunch of planning, a little bit of building, and yeah, I'm really excited for this whole thing. Actually, let's look at the castles that we have so far. Of course, we have the grand big hall, the main hall here, and now you can see the giant tower behind my current structure that you can see from basically any angle, even down at the previous layer. Like, this will stick out, and it actually looks really good and cool to have a big castle up there. Another really cool thing that is added is these statues that are now part of the dwarven building mod, the structures that I'm using in this base. And these statues are definitely going to be great for some decorating. I really hope he's going to add more variations to these over time, because that would be absolutely epic. I think they will suit any buildings with these structures very nicely, and definitely will fit my castle very nicely. I would like more variations, more sizes, everything, because they are incredibly cool. All right, so we got the main hall, the big grand hall here, which we already had, of course. But now I've been working on the rest of the build, starting to plan out new areas and building up this giant tower. This thing is going to be huge. I just tried to see how high I could go, and this is pretty much how high I could go here. It's pretty big, but as you can see, it's nowhere near decorated yet. I'm working on adding in some of the extra planning for the other areas, because as I told you before, I'm planning on building it all the way around this gap in the mountain. Like, this is going to be a huge castle, and this is one of the connecting spaces. Basically, it connects the grand hall, the main hall, to this smaller courtyard in here, but also some of these side rooms. If we go into this one, we actually have a giant hall here, a giant room that we could use as, I don't know, a bedroom or crafting or whatever we really want to do. It has some towers as well, but I haven't decorated them. I'm probably not going to decorate every single room in this building. Maybe eventually, but definitely not to get started with, because this thing is huge. So yeah, this is the top of this part, but there's way more to it. Of course, we can go down these stairs in the towers to connect to the next part. It's actually split. And this is already really giving me Hogwarts vibe. Like, this is a giant castle. There's going to be another layer up here connecting to some different things, like a tower over here, and just this hallways basically around this little courtyard that I have down here as well. It's going to have an amazing view over the map, of course. That's for most of the castle, because we're high up in the middle of the map. We've got a little walkway here looking out over the things. Another really like typical castle look, and look at how big this tower looks when you're right next to it. This is really my biggest build ever. Now we've got another room right here, which kind of connects you to the tower again, but there's no access point from here. And this could be like, I don't know, another room, another bedroom or whatever we need. There's going to be too many rooms. These towers, you can actually take them down to get to the previous level. It's a slightly smaller room. And then you get to the other walkway down here. We just entered from up there. And again, you have pretty amazing views from here. And then we're here at the lower levels where you can actually access this courtyard as well. So yeah, it's all interconnected. It's going to have a bunch of different passageways and walkways and whatever. It's going to be really, really cool. And then actually here, you have a connecting path to this bridge right here, which again looks out over all the building. You can see the giant tower, walk into or towards the main hall, and then it has this little passageway to the first courtyard right over here. So yeah, I'm trying to make this castle big. So big that you can actually get lost in it. There's different paths you can take. Passageways everywhere. Like, it's gonna be really, really cool by the time it's finished. I'm actually thinking of adding some secret doors some places as well. Because how cool would it be with all the normal passageways that we already have to add in some secret ones as well that can get you somewhere quicker or unexpected. But yeah, this is going to be a giant project. It's probably going to be one of my main projects here on this map, but I'm really excited for it because I really am falling in love more and more with these structures from the Dwarven Builder mod. And as you can see, you've got quite a bit of room left here, so this is all going to be part of the castle that I'm building, pretty much at least to up to about here, I would say. So yeah, that's still a big part to come. But yeah, you can see the giant tower towering over us already. This is gonna be a giant castle, and I can't wait to continue building and show you more of my progress. If you got any suggestions for the castle, by the way, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, because I will gladly take some tips and see what we can improve on the castle. But yeah, look how cool it looks from different angles. You have like the courtyard and the main building first. You have the big tower looming over it in the background as well, which is a pretty cool addition too. So yeah, really exciting stuff. I'm really enjoying it. Hopefully you are enjoying it as well. I mean, just look at this. This looks really cool, right? Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to show even more support and make sure that I can do these videos frequently and maybe even more often, you could always consider becoming a member, because that's currently the best way to support me. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.